If you're looking for a cheap and reliable place to buy or sell your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, check out u4gm.com and use code ELITE, ELYYT, for 5% off at Trophy Titans is the next promo in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team following FUT Birthday, which has kind of got mixed feelings from the community. Some people thought it was a great promo and others thought that it was a little bit underwhelming in comparison to previous years. Either way, this is going to be what bridges the gap between FUT Birthday and Team of the Season, which is just around the corner. We're in April. Team of the Season is going to drop sometime in April, so we're probably only 2 to 3 weeks away from that, which is what we've got to keep in the back of our mind when we invest, when we trade, when we are moving cards around. But let's go ahead and hop into some of these Trophy Titan cards. And if you're excited for this promo, do not forget to drop a like on the video if you guys have been enjoying and you want to support the channel. It helps us out with the algorithm, helps us out with the channel doing better. So make sure to drop that like. Lucio, of course, Lucio, one of the best center backs in the game, arguably the best center back in the game when his first hero dropped, or I guess I should say his second hero dropped. There's Yaya Toure, who we'll talk about in a second. But Lucio, 90 rated World Cup Heroes version, still over 2 million coins. But what you'll notice about a lot of these cards, guys, is that they're coming down a little bit due to this promo. So Lucio was at 2.4 million, and now he's down to 2 million coins. Now, with these cards being so expensive and so high rated and just so desirable, high in demand, they're going to be a lot of coins. It's going to alienate a little bit of the community who's not going to be able to afford a lot of these cards during this promo. It's kind of a promo for the 1%ers in a way. Yaya Toure is another example of that, of course. Lucio's over 2 million coins, and then Yaya Toure also over 2 million coins for his 89 rated card. And if these cards end up being another upgrade, maybe it's +1, maybe it's +2 on their World Cup versions, they're only going to be even more expensive. Now, the World Cup version of Yaya Toure was about 3.1 to 3.2 million coins a few days ago. He peaked at 3.6 million, which was about 2 weeks ago. But ever since he got leaked into this promo, he's gone from 3.1 million down to 2.4 million. So these guys are on discount. They're on clearance. It is not a terrible time to pick some of these cards up. But one thing you have to understand is if there does end up being a little bit more supply than we're expecting for Trophy Titans, then these World Cup heroes will continue to come down because these Trophy Titans will be better cards than those World Cup heroes. Despite the fact that we saw an Nkunku FUT Birthday drop during the last promo that was worse than the Path to Glory that came out in December, these cards are still going to be better than their last version. So they're going to be a little bit more expensive, and it's going to make it so that the World Cup hero versions aren't the best version of that card anymore. So a lot of people may sell off, and we're already seeing that. Freddie Ljungberg is the next one, 90 rated left mid, 92 pace, 90 dribbling, 88 shooting. I can't imagine this card is over 1 million coins. It'll be one of the cheaper ones. Donovan, same thing, just because it's a little bit tougher to link Landon Donovan. But he's still going to have some pretty solid stats. He'll be over 100K, I'm sure, but I don't think he'll be over 500,000 coins with those stats. Just wouldn't make much sense. What I will say is Zidane will be quite a bit over 500K. He'll probably be quite a bit over 5 million coins. This is going to be one of the more expensive cards in the game, and it's going to open up an opportunity for you guys to make coins on day number 1 of the promo. All of these cards fit our trading method for Fridays, which is you wait until they hit a low point after a few hours since they've been in packs, and you buy and then you just sell when it gets super rare at nighttime. If you take a look at our transfer list, I still have a card that we flipped on last Friday, which was, if it'll load, Maldini. This card I bought for 3.8 million coins. I sold it for 4.5 million coins almost. I actually sold that 30 seconds after I bought it. and it sold immediately. That's how quickly these cards can move in price on day one. Obviously, that comes with a little bit of risk. If you are, buying into the hype instead of selling into the hype, or selling into the cards getting rare, then you could end up losing coins. So you got to be smart. You got to buy when they hit their low point. And if you miss that window, then look at another card. You don't want to go in after they've hit their low point and gone up by a ton already, because even though there is some chance that you'll make some profit, these cards do get rare. In fact, Maldini was listed at about 6.5 million coins at some points during the night. You could argue he wasn't actually selling for 6.5 mil. It was just that there were none listed for less. And that's a big difference. Just because the cheapest card on the market is 6.5 million doesn't mean that if you list it for 6.4, would it actually sell. So you got to be smart with it. Of course, we were able to make 400,000 coins on that card in just 30 seconds. So a great trading method. And if we had held a little bit longer, I did see some selling for over 5 million coins later in the night. So we could have made probably 900,000 coins on that card if we executed perfectly, but you can't complain with 400K in just a few seconds. But I digress. The reason I'm bringing that up is because these cards are going to do the same thing. Zidane, Roberto Carlos. Even if you look at some of the cheaper ones, guys, we look at Mats Hummels from last week in Foot Birthday Team 2. He went from 90K to 115,000 coins during that same time period that Maldini went from 3.8 to 5 mil. So even on the lower budget ends, you guys can get involved. All it is about timing these buys. You do not want to get in too early. You do not want to get in too late. You've got to wait until they hit, a quick free fall in price. Pick up those cards after they fall quickly, and then after a few hours, you should be looking at some really solid profit. And as long as you guys sell during the night on Friday, then you guys are good. You don't want to be holding those cards into day two. Of course, there are examples of the cards rising more on day two, like David Beckham in the Team of the Years at the beginning of the Team of the Year promo with Team of the Year icons and the blue ones themselves. Those cards rose on day two, but that was just because of an influx of supply on day one. Everybody who had saved their packs opened on day one, so the supply was way less on day number two, which is why they went more expensive. For Trophy Titans, however, I don't think a ton of people have saved packs or are saving packs for this promo. If they saved packs, it was for Foot Birthday and they've opened them. And if they're saving packs, they're probably saving for Team of the Season. So there might not be as much supply for Trophy Titans as we saw in Foot Birthday or for Team of the Year. So these cards could be very, very rare later into the night. But on top of that, it also means that these cards are going to be expensive. And it also means that there's not going to be a lot of people looking at these cards to buy because they're just out of the price range. So that means that we're looking at a more healthy market on the cards that have come out recently. So if you're looking at any of the Foot Birthday cards, I think that buying these cards probably on Thursday night, Friday morning could be great. Even if you get in now, it's not a terrible idea. And the cards I'm looking at the most right now, Guendouzi is one of them. And the reason is 460 is not a bad deal. Rabiot is obviously another option at center mid, and that expires in 12 days. So currently, Guendouzi might not have the most demand because Rabiot is another option in that position. But what I do know is that every single time Guendouzi has gotten a card over the last 2 years, including this year, he has skyrocketed out of packs. And if you guys remember and have been subscribed to this channel for a while, and hopefully you guys are subscribed, which by the way, over 50% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if that's one of you, make sure to hit that button down below. But take a look at what this Guendouzi did out of packs earlier this year. He got down to about 73,000 coins. We bought here and he skyrocketed up in price. I actually did sell there. I sold at 150, doubled my coins. I was very, very happy with it. He went even higher. He went up to 200,000 coins at one point. So he does do really, really well out of packs. And if we went back to FIFA 22 and in every Guendouzi card over the last couple of years, they always go up out of packs. So it's just a trend that I've noticed with his card alone. He has been one of the best cards out of packs in the history of FIFA Ultimate Team. And so I think it's worth taking the risk on him now just because of the fact that he's been so good for us in the past, even if maybe it's not the perfect storm for that card rising in price due to the Rabiot being in an SBC. Of course, we're looking also at Road to the Final cards a little bit, still on those kind of fantasy upgrades now that club play is back, Champions League is back. All of these cards have the potential to get upgraded, and I think a lot of them have been forgotten about a little bit. Of course, Upamecano's still on the front page. He's about $395K right now, which dropped in price a ton over the last day because he was $450, $440 over the last couple of days, and now he's $390. People are panic selling them because they lost to Freiburg in the Pokal, which does not have any effect on his card. It's only league play that affects Upamecano. You guys can see Upamecano has only played 2 matches. He's gotten the 1 win for his card, which sent him to that 89 rated. And then if we take a look at the fact that he is 1 appearance away from another upgrade, that is going to happen this weekend, guys. And you might be like, well, they played Freiburg. They lost to Freiburg in the Pokal, but the Pokal games don't matter. And guys, Bayern play Freiburg again this Saturday in Bundesliga, which means that that game will count. I think people might have gotten confused at the fact that they played Freiburg twice in a week, and one of them didn't count for his upgrade. He's going to get his 3rd appearance in that game, which means that he's going to go to a 90 rated card, and then maybe he'll pick up a clean sheet as well, which can get him closer to another upgrade, is if he gets 2 clean sheets, which could put him towards a 91 rated card. So that Upamecano may be a good shout. A lot more people are starting to get Nkunku from the SBC, and that's obviously a link with France and Bundesliga. So that's a great shout right there as an investment. And we can take a look at pretty much all of the cards from FUT Birthday, team number 2, and say, yeah, a lot of these guys are going to be pretty decent out of packs. I would say Vinicius Jr. on a high budget for me looks pretty good. Of course, Guendouzi I really like for a medium budget, and then for a smaller budget, you're really not taking much of a risk on Pessina because of the fact that he does have a Hullet Club card. He does have options at 5-star skill moves or 5-star weak foot. And he's not that much more expensive than the cheapest 87 rated cards in the game. And 87s often get over 20,000 coins. If we take a look at 87s right now, they're about 19K. Pessina is one of the cheapest. I think he's a good out-of-pack investment, despite the fact that he might not rise quickly. You're going to guarantee yourself 1, 2, 3,000 coin profit per card. If you want something safe right there, that is the definition of a safe investment. So really no risk. And Kier is kind of the same concept. I think that Pessina's card looks a little bit more desirable, but Kier could also rise 83 pace on a center back. Again, we are getting closer to team of the season, but it's not a terrible card there. You also have Male, who's going to get, he's got 5-star, 4-star. He's only an 86 rated though, but a card that does not look bad at all. So a lot of these FUT Birthday 2 cards are looking good as investments to me. And to finish off the list of Trophy Titans that we are going to get during this promo, we have Bergkamp, Casillas, Roberto Carlos, who could be a really good card with all stats 83 and above, Michael Essien, Rio Ferdinand, and Miroslav Klose. All of these cards look usable at this point in the game, which is a great, aspect of this promo. The only thing I am going to probably have a problem with is going to be the pack weight for these cards. Of course, these cards look absolutely amazing, but due to the fact that they're icons and heroes, they're going to be so hard to pack these cards. So they're going to be pretty expensive. Again, it's going to be a promo for guys who have a lot of coins. So I'm staying liquid for right now to see if I can trade with those cards. But if you guys don't want to trade with those cards on Friday or throughout the weekend, then maybe go ahead and invest in these FUT Birthday cards because they do have a lot of reasons to go up, and a couple of those FUT Fantasy cards along with RTTF. Now, one more thing that we got to consider is that there is going to be a big pack incoming as well. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the store or if it's going to be in an SBC, but given the magnitude of this pack, a 90+ prime icon, team of the year icon, and FUT Birthday icon inside the pack, then you're probably looking at an SBC, because unless they, if they're dropping this to the store, it's going to be so expensive, and it's not terribly different to kind of the styles of, party packs that we've gotten in the last few weeks in squad building challenges. So I'm expecting a lot of 87s, 88s, 89s to be going up in price for SBC fodder. It also isn't a terrible idea to pick up 83s right now just because of the fact that they're still under 1,000 coins. Now, in our video, 2 videos ago, I did say to pick up 83s for 850 when they were that cheap. They were discard price. They have gone up about 100 coins. They're like 950, 1,000 now. Still pretty cheap, but not discard price anymore, or not at their bottom price, I guess I should say, because the discard price for 83s this year is like 600, while the bottom price that you can list is about 750, 800. So they don't really match up this year, but you get what I'm saying. Then we also have an 11 times gold player pack coming. That could be exciting. That could be grindable. If they make that repeatable, then that could be an SBC that a lot of people do quite a bit. And that would really have most of the impact on people packing these icons and these hero cards. But the thing about it is, and we mentioned it in the last video where we talked about the transfer market maybe getting pulled in the next couple years of the iteration of FIFA or EAFC, whatever you want to call it, it's probably going to be untradeable. They've been shifting towards untradeable everything in terms of upgrade packs. Everything's untradeable, and so it's not going to have much of an impact on the market, more so just an impact on people packing these cards and actually having some fun with the promo, I guess you should say. And that's going to also come with a little bit of a coin suck. So with a coin suck means market coming down, but also with a promo of this magnitude and cards being this expensive, that equals market going up. So we'll see how it balances itself out. Everything really points in the direction of things going up in price for this week. And then I would say that as we get closer to team of the season, that's when we're going to see the market crash. But I think we're safe for now. You could probably hold cards for another week, maybe week and a half, and you'd be pretty good to go. But as you get into the middle of April, I would definitely start thinking about liquidating. For now, we're fine though. So feel free to pick up any cards that you guys think might be rising in this week. Don't be afraid to do that. Just keep that team of the season idea in the back of your head. You don't want to be holding super, non-liquid cards in your transfer list. You don't want to be with 0 coins going into the team of the season crash, which is inevitably going to happen later in April. But that's all I've got to talk about today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys are cool with the new upload time. Of course, we're experimenting new things on the channel. Trying out new upload times just based on my new schedule with what I work on outside of YouTube. But hopefully one day I'll be able to do YouTube full time. I'll be able to do YouTube 100% of the time and be able to drop content for you guys every single day, maybe multiple times a day. And the only way that we can get towards doing that is if you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, because that's all you can do to help, because I'm not going to ask for Patreon money. I'm not going to ask for any of that. All you got to do is hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll go ahead and give the secret comment word of the day, which is Ramos. Ramos is the secret comment word of the day, so if you comment that down below, I'll make sure to drop a heart on your comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.